Okay, so hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Divine, and today I have a message that I've been needing to get out for a while, but I was still receiving like downloads of information on what exactly I needed to say about this video. And I'm in my car, and I'm usually at home, but I'm in my car today, so it's not propped up. And so bear with me as I share this message. So first off, I wanted to talk about the chakra challenge that I was doing on earlier on my channel, and the fact that I have decided that I will no longer be sharing that journey. And I have notes. See, I'll know. Okay, I have a lot of notes. And so I am ending my chakra. I'm not ending the challenge, but I am not going to be sharing all of the gory details about the journey. I think it at a certain point was getting pretty redundant. I'm doing the same things for every chakra. So I highly encourage you all, if you are working on your chakras, you need to meditate. That's not optional. Meditation, especially right now in the time that we're in with all of the cosmic energy going on. I don't know the specifics, but I know that it is very intense. And so you really do need to tap into yourself, dispel energy that is not yours. And you need to be able to hear messages from spirit or God or whoever your higher ups are. And so meditation is key. What else? Yoga or some type of physical movement exercise, dancing, walking, go to the gym. Like, you have to move your body. We cannot be in a place where we have stagnant energy. So move your body, okay? And so those are the basics. And then lastly, the thing that I'm doing for every chakra is journaling. I journal every night. Sometimes it's one sentence. Sometimes it's one word. Sometimes, if I'm honest, all I did was write the date on the page, but I made it a point to open up that book and take a moment of reflection. And sometimes I just didn't have anything to say, and that's okay. Journal. So those are my top 3 spiritual practices that I do on a regular basis. And it is not optional. It's just not optional on this journey. Like, you need to tap into yourself. And so, the reason why I'm stopping my chakra challenge, or stopping the sharing of the challenge, is because Spirit told me that, one, I just started the challenge to really find my voice and get comfortable being in front of the camera, sharing my experiences, sharing my journey, but it wasn't something that needed to continue long term. Healing work for me specifically it's a very private journey, but I will still be sharing. I'm falling. I will still be sharing a lot of the experiences that I am having. I just won't be going into detail. And also, when you are working on healing or you're working on your chakras, it's not like a quick fix. And for me, I don't half-ass, so it's not like I can just go in for 7 days and now, all of my chakras are aligned and I'm completely healed. So I was having to pause and really take some weeks to reflect. Like, it's been a while, and I'm still on the heart chakra, because you have to really take the time. Like, I'm really trying to rebalance and heal myself. This is not just something for show. And so I can't just spit it out, once a week. Like, okay, that part's healed, this part's healed. So no, I'm actually taking the time to actually do the work and actually sift through all of the not so comfortable feelings that are coming up. And so that's okay. Take your time on this journey. If you've learned nothing else from me sharing this, take away the fact that it is okay to take as much time as you need. There is no rush to get to a destination. You're on the path, and that's it. Just keep going. And so this, for me, the chakra journey or of, the reintroduction to getting to know the chakras and getting to know this new part of myself was really just kind of a moment for me to reset and refocus on myself and my spiritual body. Like, I hadn't really been doing a lot of spiritual work because I just had a baby. She's about to be 2 in March. And so I've just been really busy and just feeling very out of my body. And so I really started the challenge to get me back into myself and get me back into my spiritual practice. And so sometimes you have to do that. Especially as women, as moms, we do get lost in our lives of just taking care of everybody else. And so this was a moment for me to take some time and care for myself and pour back into myself. Okay. And so I have a couple messages that I want to share. Since I started this YouTube channel, this has really been like a major initiation for me. Really finding my voice, like I said, finding my voice, finding a way for me to communicate my messages in a way that aligns with who I am, and in being, authentic in my delivery, and just being comfortable in just being me. And so that initiation process is still taking place. I am still like discovering aspects of myself that I didn't know I needed to tap into, and recognizing that I am not necessarily who I thought I was. I am somebody completely different. And so getting to know that new person, and that's a beautiful, amazing journey. And so I am still like decoding all of the things. But the main thing that I have learned and that I want to share with you is that when you are on this type of journey, or just any journey, period, when you're getting to know yourself, when you're learning to love yourself, trust. You have to trust. Trust in yourself. Trust in the information that you are receiving from your higher self. Trust in the synchronicities and all of the messages coming to you around you, and just trust that this is for real. Like, no, you're not making shit up. Yes, you are seeing angel numbers and they have a meaning. Yes, the birds are coming to you to deliver a message. You are not tripping. Yes, you are seeing animals and they have a significant meaning. Yes, you are meeting people and you're having these like amazing interactions that are sparking something inside of you. You are not bugging out. Like, trust yourself on this journey, and trust that you will always find and be in alignment with the things that are for you. Okay. And when you are ready to receive the information, teachers will appear out of thin air to give you the guidance that you need to propel you on your journey, your self-discovery of learning yourself, loving yourself, and aligning with your highest purpose. And so, essentially just learning to decipher what messages are coming from spirit, like what messages are your higher self, and then what's the bullshit chatter in your mind that's just ego. Okay. And so meditation for that is really key, to get to know who you are and what your messages are and what your inner voice sounds like, and what the the chattery voice sounds like, and being able to decipher the two. So I also received a message about doors closing and doors opening and the in-between time. Okay. I have been trying to meditate. Well, I have been meditating on doors. Okay. So like every chakra, I try to envision a door. And when I get to the heart chakra, I can't open the door, and it's like really annoying me. So I'm still in there trying to open the door, but I'm like on the stoop and I can see a green door and I just can't open it to find out what's inside. But what Spirit told me is that we have to be patient in the hallway. Okay. Maybe I'm not able to go through certain doors because I'm not ready. Maybe the space is still being prepared for me. And so it's not time for me to go through that door yet. And I have to learn, or we have to learn, how to be okay with that being in that limbo space of not quite being anywhere. Okay? And being okay with just allowing yourself to flow into what it is that you need. And that comes with just patience and self-trust. Because the opening and closing process is not easy, and it's not pretty, especially the closing part, right? Because it's like, oh, this door is closing, but what about the fact that your ass is getting kicked out, right? What about how you getting dragged out of the door because you got to go and you didn't know that you had to go? And so it's so uncomfortable, and it's such an uneasy feeling, and there's lots of tears, and there's lots of stress, and then you're just in this space and you are nowhere. You're just in a hallway waiting for something else to happen. This is the most important time to implement all of the knowledge that you have learned while you're in that hallway. All of the spiritual teachings, all of the meditations, all of the practices that you have learned along your journey. This is the time to use that, because sometimes when we're going through stressful situations and we're going through transitions, all of the all the peace, love, and light shit goes out the window. Like, and you just hop back into survival mode. What do I need to do? How do I do this? Now you're freaking out. Now everything's on fire. You need to learn to calm. You need to learn to go back into meditation. You need to learn to be like, okay, I'm here. This isn't comfortable. Spirit, show me what to do. So I'm going to meditate. And when you do that, then things start aligning. Things start aligning. You can't be spiritual when shit is going good and then lose your cool when things are not going your way. If you're really on this path, you have to be it all the time. Especially when things are not going well for you, is the time where you need to be the most spiritual. Okay, you need to be meditating more during the times that you are in a transition phase. Okay, and so that was one of the messages that I received. Okay, and then this next message, I'm going to read it straight from the page. Yeah, I'm going to read it just straight out. Okay. So this is what Spirit told me when I was in meditation. Do not let anything, any feelings, internal or external, interfere with your divine mission. Fear cannot enter into the temple of the divine goddess. We have got to know who we are, what we're capable of, and how. And we have to know that in that capability of what we're capable of, in that knowing of who we are protected. So you don't need to be in fear. Everywhere you go, you are protected. Don't be in a state of worry or fear. Trust that things are always aligning for your highest good, even when things look weary. You will never go without, and you have never gone without. So be patient. Be patient in the process. Trust in yourself, in your path, and in your journey, and know that all provisions will be provided. All desires will be fulfilled. The challenge is the test. When hardships come, this is the time to implement all the things we have learned. All the lessons you have been taught need to be remembered during the time of testing and trials. This is school. What have you learned? Okay, that was the message that Spirit gave me. And so sometimes, yeah, like I was saying, sometimes we hit a rough patch in our lives and everything go out the window and the trauma responses kick in. Okay, and we have to allow ourselves to sit sometimes in that uncomfortable feeling, in those emotions, so that we can get to the root of, why do I have this response when things like this happen? Why do I feel this way when I'm in situations like this? What was the root of this? And then how can I transmute that energy? How can I heal that? How can I release that? Do I need to have a conversation? Do I need to write a letter to them and maybe send it, maybe not send it? Do I need to do a ritual and just, light a candle and burn the letter? Do I need to take a spirit bath? Like, it's so many things. The list could go on of things that you need to do. Do I need to bury this shit, right, in some dirt outside? Me personally, every day, I have a tree in the front yard. Every day, I've been going out there and hugging the tree. And I know the neighbors probably like, this chick is nuts. And maybe I am. But I feel good and I feel healed and things are aligning for me. So shit is working. Sometimes you got to hug a tree. Sometimes you got to talk to the tree. Sometimes you just got to go out and let the wind blow to blow that shit away. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to go run outside in the rain so that the rain can wash the bullshit off of you. Sometimes you have to sit up under the light of the moon or sit outside in the new moon darkness and just sit with yourself and ask for healing. Ask for the light to be shown to you. Ask, what the hell am I supposed to do right now? Sometimes you just have to do that. And you can't be fearful when you're doing that. When you're going out there to hug that tree, you can't be in fear like, what are the neighbors going to think? Who gives a shit about the neighbors? This is your life. You got to be doing what you need to do for you. You can't worry about anybody else. Because the thing about it is, when we out here doing our spiritual work, there are people watching us. And there are people judging us negatively. But there are people watching us in a positive way. There are people watching us in inspiration, saying, I want to be like that. That's the type of spiritual work I want to do. How can I get in alignment like her? I want to be vibrating high like she is. Like, there's people who are going to be inspired by you doing your work, healing work, loving yourself. So you have to. Because you are needed and what you have to offer is needed. So do your work in a state of fearlessness. And I'm going to keep reiterating, you got to meditate. Meditate. And also stay in a state of gratitude when you're in that hallway period. When you're in that in-between, what is there to be grateful for? There's always something to be grateful for. It could just be for the breath. I'm grateful just to be able to breathe. I'm grateful that my legs work. I'm grateful that I was able to walk out the bed. I'm grateful that I had a bed to walk out of. Thank you. Thank you for my heart just beating for me today. I didn't even know if that shit was gonna happen, and here I am with breath in my lungs, with a beating heart, blood flowing through my veins, all my limbs working. I can see, I can taste, I can hear, I can feel. I am alive and I'm grateful for my life. Like, sometimes you just have to remind yourself that there are things to be grateful for. You could be in a worse situation. Okay. And so the trial period of just in that in-between limbo state is an opportunity for healing and growth. Don't allow yourself to get stuck in worrying about the doors that closed. Like, if it's closed, let it close. It's over. What do we have to look forward to? We don't look back. How can I be present in where I am and then look forward to the future? Okay. And so just recognizing the journey for what it is, just that, a journey of discovery, a journey of healing and love. This life is not about just going to work, paying bills and fucking. Like, this is about getting to know yourself, getting to love yourself, getting connected with God and finding God in everything around you, the world around you. And so I just wanted to share that message. I hope it is received with the amount of love that I intended it to be received with. And thank you for watching. And I will see you guys on the next one, okay?